Top 10 animals that can go longest without food. Every animal needs food to survive. Some animals can go longer without food than others. This is the list of top 10 animals that can go longest without food. You may be surprised by some of the creatures on this list, but they all have something in common. They can go longer without food than most other animals. Some of these creatures are able to go for months, even years, without eating anything at all. Before we get to the list, let's take a quick look at a trivia question. What is the animal that eats the most? A. Blue whale. B. Sharks. C. Elephants. Hang in there for the answer to this animal trivia, and feel free to put your answer in the comments. Also, if you're not already, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. And here we go. 10. Bears. Bears are able to go without food for several months, hibernating in winter and emerging to feed in the spring. During the summer months, they will consume 20 to 30 kilograms of food per day. Their metabolism slows down during hibernation, which is why they can survive without eating for such long periods of time. 9. Spiders. Spiders are able to survive for a long time without food because they recycle the nutrients in their own body. The only way they can be killed is by drying out. They can survive for up to 100 days without food and water. Spiders do not eat in order to kill their prey. They eat their prey to survive, and they will only eat what they need. 8. Crocodiles. Crocodiles can go without food for long periods of time. They will eat around one large animal per week, but will not always eat every day. It is not uncommon for them to go a month or two without eating. They are able to survive on stored fat during these periods. 7. Frogs. Frogs can go for a long time without food because they are cold-blooded. Their metabolism slows down when they are not active, so they can survive for long periods of time without eating. They will hibernate during the winter months and emerge to eat in the spring. 6. Ohms. Ohms are found in caves and deep underground. They are blind and have a pale white skin. They will hibernate for years at a time, but do not need to eat during this time. They can survive without food for up to 30 years. 5. Penguins. Penguins can go for long periods of time without food because they are warm-blooded. They will go without eating in the winter months and eat large amounts of fish during the summer. They will not eat while they are incubating their eggs. 4. Snakes. Snakes are able to survive for a long time without food because they recycle their nutrients. Snakes do not eat in order to kill their prey. They eat their prey to survive, and they will only eat what they need. Snakes have been known to survive for up to a year without food. They can go for up to 3 years without food, but will not live for more than a year. 3. Sharks. Sharks are able to survive for long periods of time without food because they do not have to move. They will wait for their prey to come to them and use up very little energy. They can go up to 3 months without eating, but will eat several times a week. 2. Bats. Bats are able to survive for long periods of time without food because they can go into hibernation. This is when their body temperature lowers and they do not need much energy. During this time, they do not need food or water. They can live off of stored fat for more than 6 months during hibernation. Before we get to the number 1, let's take a look back at the trivia question from earlier. What is the animal that eats the most? A. Blue whale. B. Sharks. C. Elephants. The answer is A. The blue whale is the largest animal in the world. It can eat up to 4 tons of food per day. That's equal to about 10,000 pounds of food each day. Now let's get back to our list of interesting facts about animals. 1. Camels. Camels are well known for their ability to go without food and water for long periods of time. They can survive as long as 3 months without food and almost a month without water. Camels can also go without food for a few days and still produce milk. Also, they can digest their food without chewing it. Camels are the only mammals that can survive on such little water. In fact, camels can get all the water they need from the food they eat. Camels have 3 stomachs and a special camel's foot which helps them break down their food. That does it for the top 10 animals that can go the longest without food. We hope you liked it. Agree or disagree? Feel free to leave a comment below. Also, be sure to subscribe, comment, and like this clip. We put out videos several times a week, so ring that bell to be notified when we post new content. Thanks for watching.